This conference will now be recorded.
Guys, before we start, just a general friendly reminder, if you're not speaking, to please mute yourself. Okay, I'm going to call the Building Needs Committee meeting of December 6, 2021 to order at 5:33 p.m. This is Ken Poisson, 6th District Councilman and Chairman of the Building Needs Committee. I'll take a motion to approve the minutes from our November meeting.
So moved.
Is there a second? Any discussion? Hearing none. All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? The chair votes aye. Motion carries unanimously. Item 3 is ongoing items. 3A is Board of Ed buildings, and A1 is Stratford High Renovations Subcommittee, but that meeting was canceled for this month, so we will skip to A2, which is open work orders. The Board of Ed open work orders were emailed out to us ahead of time, as always, to help streamline the meeting. Does anybody have any questions for Rich or Dan? Dan and Rich, I have one, that little leak in the corner, bottom corner of the Benell Field House. Did that finally get solved?
I believe it did. The guys went back out there and redid it because you said it was still leaking. The custodian couldn't find any leaks after that. He checked a few times, so I believe we're good, but we'll keep an eye on it.
All righty, that's good to hear. If no one has any questions, we'll move on to item 3B, which is general buildings, town buildings. The open work orders and building repair list was emailed out to us ahead of time, as always, to help streamline the meeting. Does anybody have any questions for Dan on town buildings? Dan, I just want to note again that there's a couple of things on there that don't seem to be on our list. I know you print it and everything moves around all the different lists, but one specific one, there's that tree at Johnson Ave. That tree's been taken care of. Can you please get that off the list?
Yeah, okay. I'll let them know to take that off.
Hey, if there's no other questions for Dan, we'll move on to B2, which is Booth Park. Any news on Booth Park, Dan?
No, just that restoration company came about a month ago and took that stained glass window out at the clock tower. They have it in their shop repairing it. I'm just waiting to hear back from them when they could reinstall it. Other than that, we just went through all the heating systems in the buildings and did some minor repairs, around, but that's about it for now.
Okay, any questions for Dan on anything town-wise?
Hey, Dan, do you know if they did anything with the museum and the windows?
You know what? Our guys went in there and took a look at it, and we're gonna get in there. They repaired a few of them. There was the ones that had the cardboard in there they repaired, but we're gonna go through and try to make new sashes for those. We have like a router, a table saw in a couple of things that we can replicate those sashes. So we're gonna do that and try to do some of them ourselves over the winter. So we took the measurements on them. We're just trying to get some of the stuff at Board of Ed cleared up, and then we're going to go over there and take care of some of those.
Thank you.
No problem.
Okay, thank you very much, Dan. Item 4 is new business. Does anybody have any new business?
Yeah, Mr. Chairman, this is Alan Llewellyn.
Yes, Alan.
This will kind of be relevant to you as you got reelected, as did Caitlin as well. But I'm on the Board of Education Planning Committee, and they're in the end stages of getting a district-wide building study finalized. It's every school building except for Stratford High and the Vicky Soto School for obvious reasons. But I think as you guys move into your next round of budgeting with CIP planning and 5-year planning, I think you'll find this to be, very useful. It rates, boilers, major HVAC equipment, gives a little bit of an update on some of the roofing work that we've been doing through this committee for years. But I just kind of wanted to get that out there to this committee so that we make sure that Board of Education releases that and gets that distributed to the other townwide parties. I believe Richard Girio is also involved in that meeting as well. So I just think it will be a helpful tool for everyone to have now that it's been published and released.
It's already been published and released?
It has at Planning for Board of Ed. I believe we accepted it, directed it that it be distributed, and I think Brian Snyder was going to go through one level of kind of fine tuning and putting some detail in it with regards to the mechanical, electrical, plumbing systems. But yeah, it's pretty much ready to go, and I think people will find it very informative.
All right, Alan, do you happen to know if the fields at the schools were included on that?
I don't know off the top of my head. I don't think it included the field and playground. I think it was just kind of the buildings themselves, building envelope, major mechanical systems.
Because that wouldn't be a bad idea to get that from the Board of Ed perspective also. I know Chad has his list in the Parks Department and Public Works, but it might not be a bad idea for you guys to include that or do a separate one just on the parks and the playgrounds and the fields. And
I was going to say it probably make more sense to have a landscape architect or a civil engineer take a look at that. This was more, kind of led by Brian Snyder, and he brought in an MEP person, and if needed, he was going to reach out to a structural person. But I think in terms of structural integrity, all the buildings checked out okay.
Okay, thank you very much, Alan. Item 5 is the date of our next regular meeting. The agenda says Tuesday, January 4th, but it will be Monday, January 3rd. So if you already put Tuesday, January 4th in your calendar, please update it. We will be going the first Monday of the month as always, and we will follow Stratford High if Stratford High has a meeting. Tonight they didn't, which is why we went to 5:30. So we will be following Stratford High, which their meetings should be getting shorter and shorter as the building starts getting closed out. But I'll say it one more time. We will be meeting on Monday, January 3rd, the normal first Monday of the month. With that, I'll take a motion to adjourn.
Hey, Ken, just one question. How do we know who's on and who's not for building needs?
Council Chairman Pia is going to get everybody's input and get a list put together again, and you'll be notified by him and Margot. Sometime, I don't know exactly when those go out, Dan. If you want to be on this committee again, I know Aileen sent out the notice for Margot to just fill out that little short form and resubmit it. You could shoot me an email. You could shoot Alan an email if you're on Stratford High. And then the usual process will take place from there, Dan.
Gotcha.
Motion to adjourn.
Is there a second?
Hey guys, it's Bob. I'm sorry I'm late.
Was that a motion? You're seconding the motion to adjourn, Bob?
What's that, Coach? I didn't hear you.
You're seconding the motion to adjourn?
Oh man, really? Okay.
Yeah.
Really?
Okay.
All right.
All right. So we have a motion and a second to adjourn. All those in favor?
Aye. Aye.
Aye.
Chair votes aye.
Thanks, Bob.
We are adjourned at 5:42 p.m. Everybody, thank you very much for your service to this committee in the last